seriously, the Gen Zs are getting older than the older generation.
Is Gen Z aging faster than us, millennials? Because according to our friends in the New York Times, Gen Z believes they're aging like milk and it's not a good thing. So let's first understand why that is. Number one, the demographic on social has been getting younger and younger and younger, and therefore old has been getting younger and younger and younger too. So in their world, I'm ancient. Number two, they have been living through an era where social has been pushing self-care and skincare for a few years now. And given that they've had zero social interactions at the prime of their youth, they were slapping on skincare, inflaming their skin in the process. And the worst thing you could do for your skin in the long run is chronic inflammation. Because guess what? They were too young to ever need all that skincare. I'm a 40-year-old board certified dermatologist.
I will use myself as an example. There's this friend of mine. We met in a course. We were doing a language course. We met there, and she was always trying to be around me. She wanted us to go for breaks. She wanted us to do so many things. And I was like, why is this kid always around me? Because as an older person, I know who is younger than me. I could tell, but I never asked her age. But at some point, she was talking she asked what size do you wear? I tell her. What's the kind of this do you do? I tell her. What da 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 da? I tell her. And I saw that she was kind of thinking that we were of the same age and the same generation. And one day, she asked me, how old are you? I told her my age, and she said, oh my God, unbelievable. You are not that age. You're younger. I mean, you're 20. I said, me? 20? How? I'm not 20. Why will you give me 20, So you see, and these kids, the one who was trying to compare her age with me looked a bit, she was young. From the way she was talking, I could tell that she's younger, but from the way she looked older than I do. And also, when I listen to their conversations, oh my God, I hear them talking about how they need to fix their nose, they need to fix just one part of their body or another, and I'm really worried. And I try to convince them, oh, you don't need to fix it. You look so beautiful. You're so nice. Everything is so fine. They say, no, I don't like it. I want it to be straight. I want my lips to be plump. They're so obsessed. And like she said, they grew up in social media, and these unattainable beauty standards have been pushed for so long that they have become accustomed to. And sometimes I try to understand that this might be a trend. This can be a trend. They're just following the trends. I remember when I was in my teens, we used to follow the trends. Like if everyone is wearing a type, like a sneaker, everyone wants that sneaker. If everyone is doing like a particular hairstyle, everyone wants that hairstyle. If everyone is doing like a certain hairstyle, everyone wants it. So that was my time. We were just following the physical things, like the things attainable things, the things that we could touch. But now the trend that these kids are following is something that they cannot touch. They have to go under the knife. They have to go through procedures, surgeries in order to get to maintain the trends, to follow the trends, because I hear some people talking about how this could also be, how they call it, a case of low self-esteem. It could be a case of mental health. But I am beginning to see that this is not just about mental health or low self-esteem. It's more about trend. Because when you talk to one Gen Z, they are saying this. You go to the next, they're saying this. You can talk to about 10 or 20 of them. They are talking about the same thing. It means that these kids follow everything that's on social media, especially when they follow people like the Kardashians, who are always changing their bodies. This time they're full plump, full in front and behind, and the next time they are going slim. They are taking everything off, So it's so confusing, These kids are trapped, and they are seeing these things like a trend that they must keep up with, But then, in the course of following these trends and trying to maintain the unattainable beauty standards, they end up destroying themselves, not just physically, but also mentally. So, she's so right. Even though they're doing all these things, they are still aging like milk. Come on. Whew. Someone needs to rescue the Gen Zs and the Gen Alpha.